What's happening? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for all the good and bad inside the world of Apple. Let's get to the show, and it's official. Apple's next product launch event will happen on Tuesday, October the 23rd, with the invitation teasing us with the tagline, "We've got a little more to show you." You know, I swear, only Apple could get away with saying that.
Tonight I wanna show you off. What you got?
Hey, Brian, here's your stories.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, thanks, Jamie. This is awesome.
Sure.
All right, this is cool.
Do you need anything else?
I've got a little more to show you.
What?
I was actually going to show her my new thumb drive. Now, the event is being held at the California Theater in San Jose, and no surprise, one of those little things is expected to be the iPad mini, the mini pad, mini me, or the maxi pad, whatever you guys want to call it. Now, E-Trade Supply posted photos of what's believed to be the 7.85-inch display for the iPad mini, which still looks to retain its 4:3 aspect ratio like the full-size iPad. Now, earlier rumors also suggest the resolution will be 1024 by 768, which is the same as the iPad 2, but there's no confirmation of that yet. And if you guys like batteries, I know you do, this is an image from Mac Rumors that shows off the purported iPad mini battery that's about 3 times the size as the iPhone 5's. It's 1/3 the size of the current iPad's battery, but that could also indicate this will not have a Retina display since it typically requires more power. Now, the Mini isn't the only iPad we're expecting to see. 9 to 5 Mac received a list of iPad SKUs that shows Apple could be set to launch 24 models of the new device. Now, 24 SKUs just for the iPad mini seems a little aggressive. This could point to the scoop we told you about 2 months ago from our own sources that Apple would be releasing a revamped full-size iPad with a Lightning connector before the end of the year. Now, the current iPad has 12 configurations. That's 2 colors, 3 capacities, and 2 versions with Wi-Fi as one and Wi-Fi plus cellular as the other. The iPad mini would most likely follow this same formula, so we could see 12 new iPad SKUs and 12 new iPad mini SKUs, but we'll wait to find out on the 23rd. iPads aren't the only hardware we expect to see as well. Unofficial reports have come out that the anticipated MacBook Pro 13-inch with Retina display will debut at the Apple event that will be based off of the 15-inch Retina design with no specs revealed at this point. And I know many of you have been holding out for this model. New Mac Minis are also expected to be announced and available immediately after the event in 2 configurations and an OS X server version as well. But what about the new iMacs? It's been over 530 days since the last refresh, and it makes sense to release them for the holidays. Now, a new rumor from website wayphone.com that includes an image of the internals of the purported new iMac says the design will be thinner, sporting a new curved teardrop-shaped outer shell, and will be announced alongside of the new iPad. There's still no real intel if they'll include a Retina display, and this is one of the few Apple products these days that still remains pretty much under wraps. 9 to 5 Mac also has a list of what appears to be 4 new iMac SKUs for the 21-inch and 27-inch models, and says they'll either be available the day after the event or a few weeks later, but we'll see how that all shakes out. And Mac Pro fans, I'm sorry, you'll still have to wait until 2013. So that's a wrap-up of what we expect to see at this next event, and we'll get the word straight from the Apple's mouth on Tuesday. Now, in some other stories, are you one of the people still waiting in line for an iPhone 5 at an Apple store? Trust me, it's happening. People with first-world problems have been complaining about the product shortage, and part of the reason is because of the complicated assembly process. Just like CNET's own Josh Savage in this Saturday Night Live skit.
Joining me today are Josh Savage from CNET.
Thanks for having me.
Josh, we'll start with you. What are your complaints about the iPhone 5?
Well, Caitlin, everyone knows that Apple Maps has been a total disaster. And since there's no Google Maps app yet, I've been forced to use Google Maps in my browser, which is significantly slower.
Oh, no. Talk about Apple Map. It no work, right? It take you to wrong place. You want Starbucks, it take you to Dunkin' Donut. That must be so hard for you.
It's a tough life we live, guys. Now, an unnamed Foxconn official told the Wall Street Journal that the iPhone 5 is the most difficult device Foxconn has ever assembled. To make it light and thin, the design is very complicated. Now, earlier in October, there were up to 4,000 employees who stopped production to protest over the unrealistic quality control expectations from Foxconn and Apple. Now, the Foxconn official says practice makes perfect, and their productivity has been improving day by day. But I can assure you, Chinese people work fast, like really fast. But they can't all do cool ironing tricks. All right, guys, and before we go, since Apple's announcing iPads, let's do an iPad accessory giveaway of our own, thanks to my good friends at Kensington. It's the multi-angle folio and keyboard that's a combo Bluetooth keyboard and case for the new iPad worth $99. So guess what? It could be any of you, the Apple Biters, that wins this. All you have to do is send me an email to theapplebite@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong and tell me what I should ask Jamie to get her attention, and we'll try them out for you on camera. And the winners get the cases. All right, and Kensington is also going to hook you up with the promo code CNET20 for a discount off of everything on their website, 20% off until November the 9th. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's show. Email us about anything and everything. I'm Brian Tong. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time for another Bite of the Apple.